Welcome to Dirge of Cerberus. It's actually been a long time since I've just recorded something on my own. I thought I was going to play this anyways, because I've been playing through a lot of the Final Fantasy VII games. And, well, I say a lot. I played through the first one. I watched the movie. And here we are. This is the next one to play. So it's, you don't really hear too many people talk about Dirge of Cerberus. I think it's just, I mean, usually when that happens, I've found that it's probably because it's, not very good to mediocre, and that's why people just don't care. It's just uninteresting to talk about as a game, except to just acknowledge that it exists. But I think the other thing about it is that it's never really been re-released, ever. And the story hasn't been adapted into anything, I don't think. Like, there's no, like, I don't know, like, so, some of the other games, like Crisis Core recently is, you know, the story of that's adapted into, like, there's a new mobile game called Final Fantasy Ever Crisis, which I have been playing a little bit, and it adapts the story of Crisis Core and the first Final Fantasy VII as well, but Dirge of Cerberus is not there, despite the fact that it's technically the first Final Fantasy VII sequel, prequel, anything that was ever released. It's on the PS2. I had to drag the PS2 out for this one. Last thing I played on the PS2 was Dead Aim, I believe, so I think that might have been the last solo recording I did as well, if I'm not mistaken. I don't really remember. It's been a while, like I said. But I don't know if I'm going to be playing through this whole thing on my own. I might just play through a little bit of it. I plan to beat the game on my own, but I don't know if I'm going to record the whole thing. Like I said, I recently watched Advent Children, so I do have that in my brain. That knowledge, as little knowledge as I would say that it probably is. I guess we should just start. I already played through the tutorial, so I have a good understanding of how this game is going to play. Important things. This game is so interesting to me. It came out in 2006. All right, I looked this up, and I was like, okay, what? So that's kind of towards the end of the PS2's lifespan. It's now creating save data, so I guess this is going to take a while. Which means that this game came out not only after Kingdom Hearts 1, but also Kingdom Hearts 2. It also came out after Final Fantasy X. I don't know about 10-2 or 12. It might have. I think 10-2 probably. I don't know about 12. But I'm like, so, if this is, you know, that late in the PS2 life cycle, I'm like, Square Enix has, like, they've figured this out several times. You know, they've done some really good stuff with Final Fantasy and Kingdom Hearts, which is like, you know, it's kind of a side, it's their franchise, you know, they made it. So, if you're gonna make, you know, Final Fantasy, you could make it into a Kingdom Hearts type game. Alright, setting adjustment. I don't know, I don't care. We're putting subtitles on. Speaker's name? Yeah, put that on. The controls they had before were pretty good for me, I think, so I don't need to change anything else. Yeah, okay. Basically, what I'm trying to say is this game really should be phenomenal. So if, like, I'm surprised. Yeah, I'm surprised that it's just doesn't really get much attention. But we'll see. We'll find out. We'll find out together. I genuinely don't really know that much about it aside from what I played in the tutorial, which I wasn't like super.
Hurry up and try not to drop anybody this time. Report.
Evac complete.
Goofy.
All injured have been moved to the transports.
Okay. Let's get out of here! Just remember to keep on guard until you're clear of the red zone. We're all done here. How about you?
Finished.
So, in this game, we play as Vincent.
I want you to check the Mako
Valentine.
cannon.
But we already... What the...
Just as I thought.
Hold on. Hold on. This is crazy. There's no way anybody could be up there. No!
UV, rendezvous with Cloud and the others. It looks like I still have some work to do.
Hey, whoa! Vincent, get out of there! I have a bad feeling about this!
I mean, conceptually, I don't think it's, like, the worst idea in the world to have a game where you just play as Vincent Valentine. Conceptually, like, he's a really cool character. He's one of the fan favorites from FF7 for sure. Super edgy. But as the OG follow-up, I guess, to Final Fantasy VII, it's like you would think they might, you know, do something bigger. I don't know, but I don't know. I guess it's small scale. Maybe that's the way to go. By the way, I doubt this is going to make much sense unless you played the original Final Fantasy VII. Because I remember I watched Advent Children as a kid when it came out. I watched it with my sister. We had no idea what was going on because I'd never played Final Fantasy VII. So it was just like, just confusing. Three years later. Damn, we're jumping around. So Advent Children, for the record, Advent Children takes place 2 years after Final Fantasy VII. So I don't know if this is... I suppose this is after that as well. So that would be 5 years after the events of FF7.
So, we meet again.
So this is...
Lucrezia.
Lucretia. She... Oh, man. How much FF7 lore do I have to explain?
Sorry.
So Vincent was, like, in love with her, I believe. They worked together under Hojo.
Why? I'm the one who should apologize.
As far as I remember, she should be dead. I don't know why she's trapped in a crystal.
3 weeks ago, our crew left for Midgar.
Reeve.
However, the group's whereabouts still remain unknown. What really happened down there?
Tonight, for the first time, we bring you the final transmission received before all contact was lost.
For the past 3 years, this door has remained sealed. However, that seal's about to be broken. There are no records of this place located deep beneath the Shinra building, another of the company's secrets revealed recently. According to investigative reports, there is evidence that thousands of people were once transported here. If rumors of the Shinra company conducting human experiments are true...
This is really bizarre. This would have been really super cool to see in the day, back in the day, at least in terms of, like, just the way it looks. Like, I was always impressed with the PS2 and its cutscenes, the way it looks. Like, there were a lot of games where I thought they looked phenomenal. Final Fantasy X I thought looked so good. I still to this day, I don't know if I've ever gone back and played Kingdom Hearts 2 on the PS2, but when I think back to that game, I think about how, like, fluid and, like, I don't know, modern. I think about it in, like, a modern way, as if it's, like, a really good-looking game, but I don't know. It's weird for me to think that it's a PS2 game that ran in, like, 480p. It's just weird for me to think that.
What the heck was that?
By the way, this is connected by composite. I don't think it's got progressive scan. It might, just by might have it by default. I don't think it has to. Yeah. Interesting to note, though, I do try to buy component cables for all my consoles with free HDMI.
Get in there.
So from what I can tell you, this is going to be a heavy action game. Like I said, it's a sequel to FF7. It takes place after, and I believe also after Edmund. Vincent Valentine, this guy was a major character in that game. He's actually an optional character, which is kind of funny to note. You didn't actually have to put him, find him and put him on your team. Could have completely skipped over him. Him and Yuffie as well. But FF7, I played for the first time just a little while back. Just like earlier this year, actually. So I know the story now. It's fresh on my mind. That's why I'm watching. I wanted to replay all the Final Fantasy games.
What's going on?
Or not replay, but I wanted to play them all in like order. Not that it matters. I just, you know, it fascinates me to like watch franchises sort of evolve over time. Find it fun. How do they know his blood type is A?
Found you.
So I don't think Shinra is around anymore, right? Shinra should be completely shut down. Because I don't think there's anybody left from Shinra. Like the president, Rufus. Rufus is no longer with us. So like I said, this is an action game. I don't know if that was the best way to do it. Like most people were like, you know, probably wanted like an RPG, but I guess it's not the worst way to do it either. Like you make a Devil May Cry type game, I guess that's kind of what they're going for. Sort of a DMC type game, but with Vincent Valentine. Kind of cool, I guess. I'm aiming with a PS2 dual stick, so it's not the most optimal way to aim, but it works, I guess. It functions. It's a bit edgy. Oh, yeah, I was playing, I've been playing through all of them, so I literally played through the first 6. And they were masterpieces, and then I'm like, finally, I can play FF7, the game that I've heard is, like, apparently one of the greatest games of all time. And it is good. I think that the story is, like, crazy. Where am I supposed to meet Reeve? Oh, we're in Calm. That's funny. Okay. So I learned this from the tutorial. You can do this and then have like a map overlay as you run through. It's kind of fun. I'm already a master of this game. I feel like this is not going to be like super hard game for me. I feel like this is exactly the type of thing I've played a billion times in my entire life. Stop. Stop, criminal scum. Leave them alone. God. It's also just like the exact type of game I've always found super fascinating. It's just a game that looks like this. It actually, realistically, this actually looks pretty good for a PS2 game. Like, I'm actually fairly impressed at the way it looks. That's a potion. Did I save that, man? I did. Okay, cool. That's all I wanted. I don't know if this is like a sub-objective. Mako point discovered. I already know. It gives me magic. So now I have fire materia. Here, I'll show you how this shit works. So we customize, and then I can add materia. I can add a fire materia. So now I have fire materia on my gun. It's pretty epic, I guess. I don't know how long this game is. I imagine not very. But like, it definitely deserves... I don't know, I'm speaking too soon. See, now I can use fire magic. Although I have no magic now. And that's it. That's basically, I think, the extent of materia. I think this is going to be like a really simple, straightforward game. My favorite thing about Vincent, though, is his insane shoes. Like, they definitely, like, kept him with these, like, really spiky, like, metal things that just jut out to make his feet look super long for some reason. It's definitely a fashion choice. It's just, I feel, you would trip. Would you not trip constantly if you had those? You would trip all over the place. It's just, it's literally less movement that you would have. Do I have a card key for this? No. Okay. Let's go find a card key. Yeah, I enjoyed FF7. I thought, I will say some of the mini games were kind of stupid. I felt like there were a lot of things where you get like a single chance to like do a thing, and like if you fail it, you miss out on something. It was never anything like important that you couldn't get later, but I don't know. Some of the mini game stuff was just kind of annoying. But I did eventually like the chocobo racing and all of that.
Thank you.
Although it definitely feels like it sort of pads out the end game section a lot. But really, I think the main appeal is the characters and the story. It's the thing that's most appealing about it.
No, not anymore. And
I'm not gonna sit here and try to explain the story to you. I don't even know if I fully understand it, but I feel like I understand it well enough. You can definitely tell the guy who wrote Kingdom Hearts wrote that. It's got Kingdom Hearts all over it. I do want to know, do I have... No, I only have the... I guess I had to save the kid, so I get card key. It just spawns the guy that drops the card key, I guess. Could have just made it an optional objective, but... I only have the pistol right now. They did introduce me other... They did show me other weapons. Well, I can't really do much about that, can I? Why is Calm being a 2? Who are these people? Oh, Limit Breaker. So Limit Breaker gives me... Sorry, I actually did want to read that, because I wasn't sure if before... So if I use it, right? Oh. Okay. I did use it wrong before. In the tutorial, I used it wrong. It's pretty epic. This is, So if you played Final Fantasy VII, like, the thing about Vincent is he's been experimented on. He now has these, like, monstrous forms. I believe he has 3 altogether? 3 or 4 altogether? If you know anything about FF7, the, are these people? These are people that are acting kind of dog-like? That's really scary. Arguably the primary antagonist of FF7 is a scientist named Hojo. He's kind of the big reason why... Oh, fuck. Stop. I was about to say, did I just, like... fail that? I could have saved this girl and now she's just dead. I'm like, that's brutal. A lot of the impetus for everything that happened is because of Hojo. He's just this psychopath, and he's pretty much the reason Vincent is now this kind of you know, only partially human. They're in the window. How do I open this? Oh, it's locked. What? Why is there a time limit? Oh. Did I succeed? I don't know what I'm doing, but I'm succeeding, I guess. Her name is Rio, and she dances in the sand. Across the Rio Grande. Oh yeah, you can jump. I forgot. That's a feature. There's a thing in there. Let me get it. There's very clearly a thing in there. I can't get it though. Oh, they did a cool thing with Phoenix Downs in this. I read from the tutorial. You can use a Phoenix Down like before a battle, and then if you die, it just instantly will resurrect you. So I guess that's the main use of them. I hope I'm not missing anything else important, but this is supposed to be Calm, which is the first town you travel to outside of once you leave Midgar. Yeah, okay. Makes sense. Where's the card key? Could it possibly be in the only direction I could go other than the doorway that's blocked? Uh-oh. So many little small children being abducted and tortured.
You should be all right.
My work here is done. It's like the Tuxedo Mask meme. Oh man. I guess it's just like Tuxedo Mask, isn't it? That's just his thing. He throws his cape. So can I can add a sniper scope. So the sniper scope allows me to zoom in like that, which is pretty cool, I guess. I don't know why I'd need that on a pistol per se, but we do have some Mako. Oh, hello. That was fun. Like I said, I don't think this is gonna be a particularly difficult game. I'm gonna have a pretty easy time. Oh, watch out! Can I even save these people? They're on the other side of the flames. Oh, don't walk directly in my fucking path of... Oh, they're all dead. Well, you know, I made a concerted effort. I tried, you know? And that's all anyone can really expect from me. I found the card key. So my first Final Fantasy game I played was FF10 on the PlayStation. I was just so blown away by that game when it came out. It was like a big pillar of my childhood. I was a teenager, I think, because I grew up I was born in '93, so I grew up with the Super Nintendo and the Genesis, but PS2 I had when I was in my teens, and FF10 just happened to be the first Final Fantasy game I played. It was such a magical experience. I absolutely adore that game still to this day. I won't hear anybody talking shit about FF10. It is a good game. I don't care. I don't care, okay? But ever since that game, and that in combination, I think, with like Kingdom Hearts, I spent a lot of time just looking into the other franchise. I didn't even know when I was playing it that the X stood for it stood for 10. I thought it was just like a cool letter that they put on there. And then I was like, holy crap, there's like 10 other of these games. I have to find them all and play them. And so I think the first one I bought after that was the GBA 1 and 2 Dawn of Souls. Which was very different, but I was kind of expecting that. You know? Okay, so what does this do for me? Decreases weight and speed, increases power and range. We'll try it. We'll see if we like it, you know? There's a high potion I can't pick up. Wow, I can barely hold anything, huh? I can only hold 2 high potions at most. Yeah, I was expecting it to be kind of archaic, you know, so it's not unexpected for me. I still quite like it. Final Fantasy 1 was really good. And in beating that game, I felt very confident about beating other retro games, other older types of games. Anyways. That's like my relationship with Final Fantasy. Ever since then, I have played the first 6 Final Fantasies. I've played, obviously played 10. I haven't played 10-2. I watched my sister play through most of 10-2. She was really into it. Am I fighting the helicopter? I'm fighting the helicopter. Okay. This is just like Devil May Cry 2. This is just like the worst part of Devil May Cry 2. You guys remember that? I actually didn't think DMC2 was like that bad. It's okay. It's just not like... It's like one of the worst Devil May Cry games. Like, for sure. Easily. It just wasn't as good as the first. And it had a lot of like really bad decisions in it. But ultimately, it's fine. Ultimately, it's fine. It's not like that bad. It's playable. You can play through it. It is kind of disappointing. DMC is kind of a weird franchise though, because DMC2 is like specifically a problem for that franchise in terms of its timeline. Because I think originally it was DMC3 is like the prequel game. And then it's DMC1, and then it's DMC2. But the problem with DMC2, if I remember correctly, is like at the end, Dante and Virgil get trapped in like hell or something. If I remember correctly, it was something like that. So they were like, but they never resolved that plot line. So they used to just put DMC2 at like the end of the... whenever they made a new one, they're like, oh, it's like at the end. Like DMC4, they put out, and then they put, that's good. I got it. They're like, DMC2's after that. It's after that. And then they just, like, decided not to do that, and just, they literally retconned the timeline to just put DMC2, pre-DMC4, I think. So that it'd just be like, oh, they just got out somehow. Don't worry about it. I think they actually did like a prequel book. I don't know why I'm talking about DMC. It's such a similar game. That's why. Yeah, they made like a prequel book where they like resolved that narrative.
Vincent Valentine.
Oh my God, she's hot.
We found you.
Who is this?
Is this the one?
Oh, look at that dude.
Yes.
Cool. Exciting. Thrilling. What fun. What fun we're having. Is this mission still going? I thought this was like that would be like the end of the mission. Oh, I have to check something real quick. Oh, my food's here. I forgot. I ordered. Well, I didn't forget. I don't know what I'm gonna do today. I'm just gonna play this for a little bit, and then I was gonna probably go out to the park later today. I've been going out to the park a lot more. It's just been a personal investment of time I've been spending. It's Friday though, so it's kind of the worst time to go to the park. I have found that the best time, if you don't want people around, is literally the middle of a Wednesday. Middle of a day on a Wednesday. And I discovered this. There's literally nobody. It's funny, because I've been there every day of the week except for... well, every day of the week. I have been there every day of the week. And it turns out... I don't think I need any of this stuff. I could buy a handgun. How many handgun bullets do I have? 383? I think I'm good. And I realized there's so many people... There's like a beach area where there's like a swimming area. I realized so many people go... and... I did the math. I figured it out. I realized the busiest days of the weeks are actually the ends of the weeks. So did I not have a short barrel before? Yeah, we have, a normal and a short barrel. So it decreases power and range, increases weight and speed. A, B, A. Down to C. AAB. If I just remove it. Oh. AAB, AAB. Currently it's BAA. I don't really care. I just leave it as the long barrel for now. It's the only gun I have. Wait. Wait. I have other configurations. Wait. Wait. Oh, I could just do this. Oh, this is easy then. Normal, let's do a short barrel first. Doesn't really make sense to have a sniper scope on a normal. Actually, it does. It actually kind of does, doesn't it? It doesn't make sense on the short barrel, but the long barrel, let's put a sniper scope on there, and we can... Wait, it's only gonna... No, it does work like that. Okay. Yeah, I can put it on all of them. Okay, that's kind of silly. To be honest with you, I don't know. I didn't think the game would be capable of that. But look at that. We got normal, short, long. That's kind of silly. Anyways, I figured it out. It was because people are more likely to extend their weekends, to stay like extra days. If they're on vacation, they'll extend their vacation to like a Monday, or they'll start on a Friday. And so those are like weirdly busy days. Like there's a bunch of people on the beach. I'm like, that's crazy. You would think, because I thought before, I'm like, Monday, beginning of the work week, I'm like, nobody's gonna want to be out here in the park. Everyone's gonna be at work. But like, no, it turns out that nobody's there on Wednesday. That's the day nobody's there. That's the day I go get sushi and I sit in the park. It's delightful. Look at how huge this guy is compared to this small child. Heal my ass. Okay, I can't hurt them, I guess. Let's try short range just because they're so close. I mean, I won, I guess. So, never mind.
Challenge accepted.
Oh, she's dead. Well, I guess I can't fight you now because
This way.
my small friend fainted. I'll fight you some other time.
Luck is on your side.
That's such a trope, dude. It's like something happens, they're like, well, I'll come back and fight you later. I guess it's not important enough to kill me.
I'm sorry.
That happens so much. I don't feel like this trope works. I feel like it... Oh, your name's Azul. Okay, dude, I didn't need to know that. I wonder why they call him Azul. Azul.
What happened here?
Rojo.
Vincent Valentine.
Violeta.
Are you all right?
Amarillo. Anaranjado, verde
Nice to
y
see you
rosa.
Not a very interesting outfit, though.
It took me
This
a
is
while to
Reeve, I
decide which costume I'd put on for today.
They should call you
But
Azul.
enough of the small talk. Who are those soldiers that just left?
I don't know. The large one called himself Azul.
Like, if it's imperative that I die, they probably should have just killed me, right?
Azul, the Cerulean?
But now they give me more time to, like, get stronger and cooler
Of
and
the
better.
Sviets?
So I'll probably beat them in the end.
Then that could only mean... Commissioner!
I'll deal with you some other time. It's always so... It's too convenient. It's too convenient.
We'll discuss this later. WRO troops have arrived and commenced rescue operations.
This is so weird.
Could use your help, Vincent.
Reeve,
It's such a, like, dark and edgy game from, like, what Final Fantasy VII
I don't know
was.
what you're up to, but I want absolutely no part of it.
There's gonna be some
What?
level of levity to it, right?
You fought alongside us 3 years ago. We need your help once more!
No! Dude, I just met him.
Reeve,
What?
That was a close one. No one
What?
was good at fighting. Luckily, I came out wearing Reeve. You're really not a
What?
bad bloke, are you, Vincent? Ah, you pretend not to care, but you always come through in the end.
Well, they gave him like a
All right.
Scottish accent because his name's Kate
What do you want me to
Sith.
do?
Let's run those lads out of town. I'll leave the method up
absolutely
to
did.
you. When you've tidied things up, meet me at the square in front of the East Church.
That's Kate Sith. He's a guy. He was a guy that worked for Shinra. I forget what his name was. It's like a specific. He had a name, but he worked for Shinra. He was one of the like captains, and he's able to like control like a little doll, little stuffed animal doll. He usually rides around on like a bigger like white doll, but I guess he didn't bring that doll around. Okay, I need, let's go long barrel. Long barrel. Anyways. I didn't expect Kate Sith to be in. I mean, any of the characters could show up at any conceivable time, right? It's like, we could see Cloud. Cloud could pop up in this. I'd be surprised if they didn't put Cloud in here, at least in somewhere. Cloud, Tifa, Barrett. They should all show up at some point, right? Sid. Okay, I'm getting killed. For those, I need to be farther away. Or for the long barrel, I mean. But I do find it weird. He was in Advent Children. Kate Sith was in Advent Children. But I'm like, he doesn't really need to keep using the doll. Although I guess he doesn't... Like, he's just a guy without the doll, right? So it's like... How would he fight things without the doll? But it is weird that we see him more often with the doll than we do, like, I don't know what he looks like without the doll in, like, high definition. It's just a really weird dynamic. This isn't bad. Or, you know, this isn't, like, terrible. It's just kind of, like gameplay-wise, it's pretty simple. It's pretty straightforward. I don't expect this game to be super long. So I feel like that's kind of what we're dealing with here. But it's not that bad. It definitely should have probably been remade at some point. That's what surprises me the most about it, is that it just has not received any sort of re-release. Although I guess that's true for most of the Final Fantasy VII games. I mean, FF7 itself did get a re-release. But it's like you would expect this to be on, like, the PS3, at least, right? Because on the PS3, by the way, big news. Well, not news, but I've been playing a lot of the PS3 recently because I forgot like how many PS1 classics and stuff they put as like downloadable titles that you could buy and play.
Speak with me if you require any assistance.
Supplies. Vital rations instantly restores HP. I mean, it would be helpful at some point. Was there a modify? We'll exit the shop. Information on the WRO.
The WRO was originally established 3 years ago after Meteor Fall.
It was the end of FF7.
War hero Reeve Chuesti at its helm. Our organization is dedicated to aiding the healing process of the planet,
Nova War Reeve,
as well as protecting it from any who attempt further harm.
Wait, is Reeve the guy? Maybe Reeve is the guy. Maybe Reeve is the guy that... He's the Genova war hero. He's the guy that controls Kate Sith. So Kate Sith was, like, wearing an outfit of his, like, actual... That's really trippy. I think that's him.
Proceed to the East Church just past these buildings. Hurry, we will assist you in securing the area.
Because I don't know who else that would be. I'm pretty sure that's the guy.
Hurry! Wait for me! Come on! Over there!
It's me, Vincent Valentine. Oh, we got a machine gun. Hell yeah. Watch this game just, like, end after just, like, a couple hours. Okay. So now that we've got that, I don't, you know, we'll put Griffin. I don't see the need for a short barrel Sorry. Wait. Now I'm confused. A short barrel. No. Okay. Wait. There's no reason for a short barrel on a machine gun. That's crazy. We could do a normal barrel on the machine gun, a short barrel on Cerberus. We can put the sniper scope. Wait, it lets us put... Wait. Okay, never mind. It lets us do... It lets me do whatever the fuck I want, it looks like. So, whatever. I can reuse stuff. Like, I can put the same sniper scope on everything, even if it's a different weapon. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that. Alright, well that was fun. Where am I? Let me see this map. So that's Central Comm. Wait a minute. That's kind of cool. Hold on. I'm interested. I'm intrigued. So this is like the area from... If you played FF7, there's like a town gate. This is like the central thing. It looks actually not the same at all, because there should be stairs that go up to another... Yeah, no, it's actually really different. This is the same weird thing that was in the middle of it, but there should be like stairs that go up to a series of shops, but okay. I guess not. Give me Mako. If you guys have any interest... Well, it's this way.
All right, men, watch your backs. Has Alpha Route been secured? Any word from the battalion? Safety of the residents is our top priority.
I would recommend watching my series, Silent Hill. Me and my friend Schreiber are playing Silent Hill: The Short Message. I've been uploading those recently. So, sorry, what's machine gun? Oh, this is slow.
Thank you. Thank you very much. And good luck.
The way these guys dress, though, is reminding me so much of, like, the weird fashion that in, like, FF10 specifically. Like, everybody dresses so fucking weird in that game. It's, I will say that's the one thing about it I find really strange. It's the one thing I maybe don't like too much about FF10 is the fashion. And maybe this is the thing. This is like, wait, no. I just went in a circle. It is the same thing. They need to fix this. If they remake this game, you need to fix that. This is only 5 years of a difference from the end of FF7. Okay, you can't just have the place look like completely wrong. Anyways, that seemed like a side mission, I guess. Okay, that was a lot more than I bargained for. I got a Cerberus relief. What does that do? This accessory slightly increases defense. Okay, that's kind of cool for the machine gun. We'll take that. And I got a card key. Good. That would have been probably somewhat easy to miss. So I can go either way here. Let's go that way first because it looks like a dead end. You know what else I've been doing? I got another card key. I've been watching a lot of Game of Thrones. I've been trying to finish that. I never finished the series. I got like 3 seasons in and then I stopped watching. And I meant to get back to it, and then I think shortly after that it kind of ended and everybody was like, oh, the ending sucked. And I was like, alright, well I guess I don't need to watch the rest of this. They have a sniper? Oh, I see him. Do this really far. Got him. I think I got him. Any more? Oh, there's a guy up there. Damn, I'm good. Yeah, so I never finished it, so I've been going back and watching it now because people are like, oh, House of the Dragon's really good. My mom's been watching that. I'm like, alright, I'll watch this garbage. Ugh. Television. Oh, I tried to watch... Oh, man. By the way, I guess this is maybe something I can talk about. Because I was planning on doing another discussion video where I talked about the new Doctor Who season. I was going to do that. And then I just didn't do it. I don't know. The problem was, I was like thinking to myself, I'm like, okay, once I get to the end of this, as I was watching it, because I was watching it as the episodes were coming out, I'm like, I should do like a full rewatch where I like watch the whole thing in order, just so I like have everything fresh in my mind. Because every time I've been doing these videos, it's like if you watch something week by week, it's like I forget so much shit over the course of like, you know, that's like 2.5 months or something. It's like it's a long time, and you just forget stuff. You know, or sometimes I'm watching it and I'm like not like fully paying attention to it. It's really easy to miss stuff. That's all I'm saying. And I'm like, people always get mad at me if I like don't. I miss something. You know, I miss like I don't know, or I forget something. It's like that's what happened with the Fallout show. It's what happened with the Percy Jackson show. I'm like, I have to do this like really well. I have to like rewatch the whole thing so it's like super fresh in my mind. And then I was like. And then I got to the end of it, and I was like, alright, I'm ready to rewatch it, I guess. Okay. I'm not doing any damage to this thing. Oh, I am. Just not much. Okay. Frick, dude. This is kind of odd, isn't it? How do I know if I have a Phoenix down in use? I feel like it should. It should just stay around, right? Okay, that's its like sweet spot there. Wait, what does this do? Alright, I win. Goodbye. I gotta eat my lunch. I've just been sitting here. So I was gonna do a rewatch, and then I just didn't feel like it. So... Oh, this is iconic. It's just like the famous Vincent Valentine cover. Or, like, concept art or whatever. So I just didn't do it. So I've just been, you know, I'm like, I don't care. I don't want to obligate myself to, like, doing these things if, like, you know, if I just don't really feel like doing it. At the same time, it makes me feel a little lazy. But I could just talk about it and then just throw that up. But then I'm like, people are gonna complain. They're like, "Oh, you missed this important thing," and I'm like, "Oh, frick." You could just say what I missed. Don't, you know? I'll accept that I missed a bunch of stuff. I'm sick of getting that being the like only comment I get is like, "Bro, you missed this. Bro, you didn't even watch the show." Like I did. God, it's like people expect it to be like this in-depth, you know, video essay, and it's not that. I'm not even trying to put it out like that. It's just like supposed to be like a discussion of my thoughts on something, but I don't know. Either I have to put more effort into it, or I just, you know, I don't know, try to make it more clear that it's not supposed to be as, you know. I'm not one of those guys that like pains over every single detail of it, you know. And writes a script, spends months writing up a script and, you know, putting this whole thing together. I don't know how people do that, by the way. I feel like everybody on YouTube, there's so much high production now that I feel like everybody on YouTube that has even like like a couple thousand subscribers has like hired an editor. I'm like there's no way people are like just putting this stuff out.
The enemy is
You just have to be an editor.
It seems they have finally begun their withdrawal from Call.
Good.
Super weird.
However, we still require your assistance. Reports are Edge is under attack.
Edge? You mean the ninja? That's a Final Fantasy joke. You guys wouldn't get it. Is there a place called Edge? I don't remember that. Anyways, I gotta like end this recording soon. Cause I gotta eat my freaking lunch. Oh, that was the end of the mission? Holy crap, that was a long ass mission. I did pretty well. Hey, let's go. I didn't save 4 of the civilians. I did pretty freaking well. I only got 4 out of 12 assists. I don't really know anything about that. This is like Shadow the Hedgehog or something. Oh, okay. EXP earned in the previous stage can be exchanged for Gil. No, I would like just to have add XP to total. Yeah, just do that. I'm level 7 now. What does XP do for? Well, I guess it just shows me strength, defense, dexterity, intelligence. This is the thing about JRPGs, though. I sometimes I don't even know what these stats are even supposed to do. Like dexterity. Usually, here's the thing: if you play like an RPG, like a Western RPG, strength and dexterity are kind of like interchangeable most of the time. It's like you get one or you get the other. You don't do both. There's no point in doing both. Because they both would basically raise your ability to attack. Dexterity is more like... I don't even know how to explain dexterity. It's like hand motion and speed in a lot of... Like a ranger would have good dexterity. Just the ability, like a sort of a technical ability. Where strength is just like raw strength. Just like how strong you are. Strength's easy to explain. Intelligence, on the other hand, that's something that usually affects into, like, you know, if you're, like, talking to somebody, it's like, oh, I'm really smart, if you're high intelligence. But it also factors in a lot of the time to, like, magic. So, I guess that increases my magic. I don't know what dexterity would necessarily increase. Maybe range? I don't know. I'm thinking about it too hard, but... That's the thing about JRPGs. I started playing Western RPGs after JRPGs. Is there anything here I don't have? No, it's everything I literally already have. So I can modify stuff now. Okay, here we go. Here we go. So I have 6,500 gil exactly. So we can go crazy with this. Let's just do this. Let's just do the most expensive thing. Why not? That's fun. Okay. And I have that equipped to my machine gun, specifically. I have no money. But I was not prepared for West. I think Oblivion maybe was the first one. Elder Scrolls 4 Oblivion. And I just did not get it. I tried to, like, balance out my stats amongst everything. And I was like, what the heck? Why am I so weak? Why can't I kill anything? I realized it's because I'd completely ruined my character. Because that game has actually... the monsters level up with you. So, like, the world... Like, your average monster gets more powerful as you get more powerful just to keep up with you. That's just how they decided to implement it. Which means if you don't balance out your character well, you're suddenly swarmed by average monsters that you can't kill. But it was... Ooh. But it was... Sorry. But it was because... Gosh, this is, like, exactly... Rosso the Crimson. Sorry, I shouldn't talk over this. Sviets. This is, like, the FF10, like, fashion that they do. This is, like, exactly the type of thing I've seen, like, them wearing, like, X2. This is just 2000s, I guess. 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 2000s, I gu I like it, honestly. I think it's cool. I think it's fucking epic. Just completely impractical clothing that just has a lot of flair and just looks cool for some reason. That's I like the 2000s aesthetic. I don't care what anybody says.
Deep ground soldiers.
Deep ground?
Deep ground?
Yes.
What do you mean?
The shadow of the Shinra Company, constructed by the former president, and completely hidden from the rest of the world.
I forgot what I was saying.
Constructed.
His goal was to create an army of superhuman warriors, not once letting morality interfere. The man you met earlier, Azul, is also a member of Deep Ground, but he belongs to an elite unit known as the Sviets. The whole organization was kept a secret. That's why there's so little information on them. However, it's nothing like I expected.
Not even a person in your position was informed.
No. Other than the president himself, the only people who knew of Deep Ground's existence were most likely Heidegger, Scarlet, and the head of biochemical research.
So literally everybody on the board except you.
After the president's death, the transfer
cool,
of
man.
power to his son was carried out so quickly I doubt Rufus was
very
ever briefed
convenient.
on the project. As for me, I was told the information was on a need-to-know basis, and as an official in charge of urban development, I guess I wasn't on their list. All the intel we currently have on Deep Ground was only discovered recently when we came across some of Scarlet's old files. Vincent, have you heard of the mass disappearance that occurred recently in Junon?
Junon.
I remember the report saying that 20 or 30 people suddenly vanished.
I
That's
know
what
this
the report
voice.
would like you to believe. It was determined internally that if the truth was leaked, they wouldn't be able to contain the inevitable panic. The actual number of people that went missing that day was 1,200.
Damn. In
1,200
Junon, there's
people
1,200
simply
people?
vanished without a single trace. The
See, it's weird because they've like
conducted a
scaled
private
everything up,
investigation.
even though these are like
We came
small
up
RPG
empty-handed.
towns.
Except for the rumors.
I mean, you could always
Since the
imagine
Junon
Midgar was a huge
disappearances,
series,
people in Edge have
city.
been on edge. They say that night after night you can hear screams coming from the direction of Midgar. Could it be the wind? Let me ask you, does the wind sound like 1,000 wailing souls?
Can.
Listen. Can you hear them? The cries.
Can you hear the people sing,
The
singing
rogue
the song
transmission
of
is being
angry
broadcast
men?
on all wavelengths.
It is the music of a people who will not be slaves again.
At last, the time has come to cleanse this
Who's this guy?
world. The pure will be spared for the cause.
This is another
While the
Sephiroth
tainted will be
wannabe guy.
hunted down and exterminated. They shall be slashed, strangled, and slaughtered. Beaten, stabbed, and crushed. Garroted and impaled.
Garroted? I don't know if I've ever heard the word garroted.
Without mercy.
Jesus. He's insane.
The time has
He's
come
crazy. He's
to
lost his mind.
cleanse this world.
He's gotta be some, like, Sephiroth guy. Some Sephiroth clone.
Where could that signal have...
That's what they did in
What was that?
Advent Children. They're gonna do it again in this game. It's gonna be the same thing. Whoa! That was crazy. You're cool.
Guardhounds!
I'll take care of your pet problem. Just keep driving.
I gotta quit at some point. I keep forgetting. I need to eat my lunch, dude.
Use this!
Anyways, the end of my story was that JRPGs were Oh yeah, they have turrets. JRPGs ruined my ability to play Western RPGs because they streamlined the experience so much that I didn't understand anything about it. I'm just like, oh, you're supposed to like balance everything, right? That's what you're supposed to do, right? Well, this is just like the uh-oh, this is just like the end cutscene of FF7 where all the little red 13s are running around in the kind of like that, huh? Oh, this is hard to control. Oh, early oh my god, early 2000s freaking controls, man. Gun controls, not good. I don't know why it's not good. It feels like it should work. I think it's just the way they did sensitivity and the motion of the joysticks are just not really that good. Anyways, I gotta quit. I'll try to fit a little. I'm ending after I finish this turret section. This is the last thing I'm doing, although it sucks to control. Did I win? All right, it's saving now. We'll come back to this. I can come back to this probably. I'll probably record more of it. I don't know. Who knows? See you.